नाम तेरा पढ़ के मैं लवली हो गई नाम तेरा पढ़ के नाम तेरा.
India, a country that seems to come with its own soundtrack. Looking at India's statistics, you can't help but be impressed. Over 1.4 billion people, making it the most populous country in the world, a GDP of approximately $3.2 trillion, ranking fifth globally, the seventh largest land area, 3.287 million square kilometers, and a top 10 military power with 2 aircraft carriers. On paper, it's a global powerhouse. But when I dug into India's history and current stories, my perspective was thoroughly shaken. Let's start with India's eating habits. Indians are famous for eating with their hands, and they have a clear division of labor. The right hand is sacred and used for eating, while the left hand is considered unclean and used for personal hygiene. Can you imagine? They believe touching food directly with their hands is a form of respect for the gods, while we see it as a direct path to ingesting bacteria. But they argue, how many mouths have your knives and forks been in? My hand only goes into my mouth. That logic, it's bulletproof. Now, let's talk about the Ganges River, the holy river of Hindus. The Ganges isn't just for bathing, brushing teeth, and washing clothes. It also receives ashes, garbage, and even sewage. Despite its sacred status, the Ganges is one of the most polluted rivers in the world, with around 1.2 billion liters of untreated sewage dumped into it daily. Yet Indians retorted to the Japanese, I dare to drink Ganges water. Can you drink your nuclear wastewater? Truly, the power of faith. When discussing Indian cuisine, how can we not mention masala? This spice mix is the heart and soul of Indian cooking. It not only enriches the flavor of curry, but also masks the freshness or lack thereof of ingredients. No wonder each family's masala recipe is a closely guarded secret. Of course, India's hygiene issues aren't just myths. A British study once found that 40% of vegetarians in the UK often lack vitamin B12, but those who had lived in India did not. Where does this B12 come from? Turns out meat or carnivore feces are rich in vitamin B12. This explains why amoebic dysentery, affecting millions annually, is so common in India. Talking about women in India is a heavy topic. The country has the highest rate of sexual violence in the world, with an incident occurring every 15 minutes. What's more terrifying is that victims often do not receive the protection and justice they deserve. Can you imagine? A girl was assaulted, went to the police, and was assaulted again at the station. Such incidents are not uncommon in India. It wasn't until 2015 that India had its first female police station, giving women a place to seek justice. In India, cows are sacred, and cow urine and dung are considered treasures. Cow urine drinks are premium beverages, and even cow dung chips have become high-tech products. It's said that placing these chips in your phone can reduce radiation and even protect humans from viruses. These innovations truly highlight the creativity of Indians, but the self-confidence of Indians is unparalleled. Whenever the Sino-Indian War is mentioned, Indians are always full of confidence. Despite suffering a setback in the 1962 border conflict, they still believe they are the third greatest power in the world, just behind the US and Russia. A street survey revealed that 72% of Indians think they can defeat China, while the remaining 28% believe that just by spreading the word, China would surrender. Such national confidence is both amusing and bewildering. India is a multi-ethnic country, and its cultural diversity and complexity create a plethora of fascinating stories and phenomena. While there are many aspects that are hard to understand, this is what makes India unique. Perhaps it's these contradictions and peculiarities that make India a country that people both love and find exasperating.